Hey everyone, how you doing? Welcome back to Sunfield's Grand Theft Auto San Andreas' narrative walkthrough, and this time we are going to do the final sub-mission in the game, or side mission, not submit, but sub-mission, called Quarry, which was unlocked after completing Explosive Situation, which was the last video that we did. So this will appear now, so just go into the marker to start it, and there are 7 missions, each one taking place here in the quarry. The first one, as you can see here, you're driving the little bulldozer tractor here, and you have to just basically knock the rocks off the path and into the red markers. You don't have to worry about getting it too accurate, as you can see. Just kind of knock them off whatever ledge they're on, and as long as they're close by, they'll still count. There is technically a path you can follow in order to get them all knocked off fairly easily. Let's see here. So, of course, try not to fall off the ledge yourself, because you don't want to risk making the tractor here explode and thus failing the mission. And as you can see, the B button there, at least on my controller, because I'm doing this on the 360, the remastered HD version of it, it will lift the I don't know what parts are called of the tractor. It'll lift the front part. That actually goes, and this, I went ahead and sped this up right here because, oh, there we go, I just it fell off. I just wanted to try to go to the end of the path here, and then get the 3 rocks starting from the very edge of it, and then just heading back to get the final rocks. Probably not the most, or the best way to do this, but you know what, I still get the job done, so that is what matters in the end, right? Right. So have this one, and then after this we have 1 more to go. 6 rocks cleared, 7 total. And then the final one, of course, obviously just looking at your radar to see if it's above or below you, as always. Have this one to do, and then that should be it. After that, it'll say mission complete, or mission passed, and you get a reward. And it says return to the office site for more missions or whatever. So as you can see, the icon appears there again, so I'm just going to skip over and go ahead and go into the second mission of Quarry. Like I said, there's 7 total. And bombs have been planted by a rival organization. Use the bulldozer to push the bombs into... away from the areas that they're in and into kind of like a safety marker. As you can see here, the first one is behind the little office trailer here, near the entrance, right where you start. Of course, these are a little more annoying than the rocks because of them being in barrels. Obviously, you don't want them to explode, which I don't believe they will explode, because I think at one point I even run over one. And it doesn't do anything just as long as you get them into the markers before the timer. Oh, yep. See, I kind of run over it, but it was in the marker, so I guess as soon as it goes into the marker and you drive far enough away, it'll explode on its own. And I'm just going to speed this up just a little bit to make getting to the next area, or the next bomb, a little faster for you all, so you're not seeing me drive like a freaking maniac here, because I suck at driving these tractors, and also trying to get these barrels, even though it is good practice to learn how to handle the barrels, because we will have to be doing this again in a later mission, but for different reasons, of course. Then let's see, that was the second one. And then for the third one, I'm just going to go ahead and head down here. See, it's by the Sanchez where we were at, and by the... oh, yep, as you can see, I just kind of ran over that barrel, but nothing happens. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, it's a pain in the ass trying to, and of course here I am trying to getting stuck. Like I said, I should not be in construction. Actually, you know, I say that, and I was actually one of my jobs when I was younger was in construction for my late grandfather, because he had a construction business, or well, with cement and everything, cement business, I guess you could say, laying foundation. Yeah, I used to do stuff like that when I was younger. Hard work, but well worth the money. Alright, and then the last bomb is between the crushers, so of course move it to safety. Yeah, that was years ago. It's whenever I was like still back in grade school, I think it was. Should be the last one. Yeah, I would go visit my grandparents, or my mother's side of the family in Missouri during my summer vacations, and I would have a job up there working for my grandfather. Anyway, okay, so the next one, the third one of Quarry, let's see, is the bombers are escaping in a dumper. Use the dumper to destroy it before they reach safety. And the dumper is basically the video that you're, or the vehicle that you're in now. And as you can see, if you press B, the arrow, it'll start the dump process, I guess, of the dumper. Dumper. Dump truck. Dumper. I guess, I don't know. Isn't it dumpster? No, I guess it would be different. I have no idea. Whatever. Anyway, so yeah, we are having to destroy the rival organization's dumper that have the bombers driving in it. You see there's a damage meter at the top with a deadline of, what is it, 7.5, 8 minutes, something like that. And it doesn't take too long to catch up to them, as you can see. So hopefully you have a some kind of SMG with you, so you can do a drive-by shooting. Because just as you see, trying to bump into him doesn't really do too much. And I don't know why I keep pressing that button. Because I'm just too focused on trying to get rid of him, which shouldn't be too difficult with the SMG, which quickly dwindles down the vehicle's health. And as long as it goes down to 0, then you just, there we go, back off. Of course, make sure your vehicle doesn't explode in the process. See, there we go, easy enough. Mission passed, $2,000. That was the third one. Skip ahead and go into the fourth one of Quarry. Oh, and of course, you have to do this because it is, of course, counts towards 100%. So the bombers have been caught. Their bodies are loaded on a dumper in the quarry's other entrance. Just have to dump them in like the fire pit at the bottom of the entrance. So hop on the Sanchez and then head on around. Oops. And then once you go in, you'll see the dumper. Of course, do be very careful here. Do not accidentally hit the B button to dump them out prematurely. I've done that so many times. As you saw in just the previous mission, I kept hitting the B button for whatever reason. Yeah, you do not want the bodies to fall out, or else you will fail the mission. So once you get the dumper, then you'll have to carefully head back, because if you bang the vehicle around too much, then the bodies, I guess you say, quote unquote, become loose and start sliding around, and they could slide out the back. That's another thing you have to watch out for as well. So just try to stay off the main highway if you can, and just go back to the main entrance here on the east side of the quarry, and then start heading down. I don't know why I couldn't do it from the other side, but whatever. Gotta do what you gotta do, what the game tells you to do. Or else. Obviously you have to do it within the timer, before the cops get there. Obviously. Alright. And once you reach the bottom here, just again, be careful not to bang things up too much, because I think there was one point where I hit the top of the dumper, on one of those things that I just went under, and it started making the body slide around. So when I went up that path right there, it made the body slide out, and I failed. And I had to start the whole thing over again. See, now they're sliding. And there we go, into the fire pit. Of course, don't drive into the fire itself, because not that I remember or not, or I don't know, I don't remember, but you might damage the vehicle. Anyway, so on this next one, the dumper is loaded with explosives and needs to be driven gently. Deliver the explosives to the desert airstrip. Somewhat of a little trek here. Of course, there's a deadline, as you see. Was it 3 minutes, I think it was? The deadline. It's got to pause real quick to make sure which way to go, and see, it's going to be at the end of your airstrip, the desert airstrip. Was it Verdant Meadows, I think it was. But yeah, you can actually cross the tracks there and then go up a little hill, which will be probably the easiest way, because it keeps you off the main highway for at least the beginning of it here. So make right, and then once you see the train tracks here, you can actually head down and carefully go over the tracks, because again, you don't want the barrels to start sliding around. If you, I should say that, and of course I'm just like ramping over everything, but yeah, again, I don't know how this works with the game physics on this with the dumper, but you know, anything that's in there, like, I don't know why it just stays in place like that, but it does. So hey, you know, take what you can get, I guess, right? So again, just be careful with all the other vehicles along the way. There is a drive there to your right if needed. And then just keep on following the road here. They should be able to eventually just go down the hillside here, or at least, okay, yeah, take this road or ramp or whatever, and still go down the hillside onto the airstrip in Verdant Meadows and go all the way to the end. There should be a marker that appears, and then you can dump the barrels onto the soft sand in Bone County. There we go. 5 quarry missions complete. We have 2 more to go. $5,000 for completing that. Alright, so this next one, let's see here. A dumper has spilled its load of explosives all along the train tracks. Use a bulldozer to clear them before the next train passes. Alright, so you got 3 minutes to do this before the train arrives. There are several barrels that you have to quickly move off the tracks. It's still plenty of time, though. I'd say you should be good using the bulldozer by now. Okay. Ghost plane. Alright. So, it's the same tracks that we crossed before in the previous quarry mission. But this time we're going to be going along the tracks, and that's where the barrels will be, as marked on the radar, or the HUD, whatever you want to call it. Heads-up display, radar. I'm going to say radar. I think keep it consistent. Radar. There you go. Yeah, as you can see, there are several barrels here, but all you have to do is just kind of knock them off the side. Once they start rolling down the edge, or as soon as the green arrow disappears, then you are good to go. But of course, all you have to do is just kind of give them a little shove so the momentum of their rolls can keep them going, I guess you could say. Quick enough, unless you, of course, completely miss it like I just did there. But it could go on either side. It doesn't matter. As long as you're off the tracks, that's what counts here, ladies and gentlemen. As long as it's off the tracks and the train does not collide with a single one of them. Or at least the track on the right. I think the track on the left, it again doesn't matter because the train comes on the one that all the barrels are on. And of course, this train that that's going to come is play. From what I understand, is goes a lot faster than any other train. All right, so the train is approaching. Just stay out of the way. And of course, it doesn't matter what time. Yep, speeding train. Say, yeah, it doesn't matter. What was I going with it? Doesn't matter what time, or it doesn't matter like how much time you have left. It'll still come at as soon as you finish taking off the last barrel. So, anyway, all right. So a cop has been killed. This is the final one. Use the bulldozer. Pause. Hold on. In the quarry to get rid of the body before more cops come snooping. So use obviously the Sanchez, of course. I could have gone on either side of the pole, but obviously I hit the pole. Why not? All right. So just quickly make it to the bottom. You have about 8 minutes to do this. There is a bit of a process to this one. Of course, it being the final mission. So this one is first getting in the bulldozer, and then you have to push the body and the bike into a certain marker area. And this is just step 1 of this mission, so do try and be a little quick with it. This one is a little annoying because, as you see here, is the cop's body wrapped up in a bag. I believe it is, and from what I understand, I don't know if you can see it or not. Oh, okay, yeah, it's tied up. It's the cop's body's model is actually a Los Santos cop body model, if that makes sense, I guess. Anyway, it's the cops from Los Santos, the body model. It's what they used for this. Again, you know, I get my tips, tricks, and all that stuff from GTA.wiki.com. Just that you all knew. Let's see. Yeah, the motorcycle is just a little annoying. Body wasn't that bad. Oh my word, really? Come on. Alright, so now we have to get into the crane, right up there. So just head on up, and yes, we get to control a crane, which of course we were able to do before, if you saw that little red marker in front of the crane. But this time we're going to be able to actually go into the marker and pick up the body and the bike. Yeah, now we're on to step 2 of Quarry Sub-Mission 7. Or side mission 7. Press Y to enter the crane. And then, yeah, like it says, you have to use the crane. So the movement control is rotate the crane. Press and hold X to raise the winch. Press and hold A to lower the winch, and B to release. I think it'll automatically attach. It should automatically attach as long as the crane's like magnet thing is right over the body. I don't know how it's picking up the body, but maybe it's the helmet of the cop. I have no idea. Anyway, once you are absolutely certain that the body is in the dumper, then you have to go back and pick up the bike. And of course, this is a little annoying as well. You just have to kind of follow the shadow, I guess is the best way to go about it. Come on, come on. Of course, it swings around, so it's a little difficult to get an accurate reading of it. But yeah, once you get the bike, just kind of head on back, let it swing over, and then try and slow it down as best as you can. Yeah, like I said, I should not be handling construction equipment. Come on. especially here in New York. Like, imagine me handling a crane in New York. Yeah, everyone would be dead. Alright, so next, get into the dumper. Now that this is part 3, so drive carefully to the quarry entrance. Again, they should be in that kind of stuck mode in the bed of the dumper. You see they're not sliding around. And it says head to the entrance, so that is what I am doing. Get rid of everything still. And you see we still have like 3.5 minutes left. Just a little while. And then dump the body and the bike into the water, which sounds easy enough, and it is, but the thing is, you cannot dump the dumper into the water. Yeah, don't let the dumper truck follow the bike and body into the water, as it says. But there is a little bit of a slope here, and once you start pressing B, it'll want to keep sliding back. So just kind of keep pressing the gas, I suppose, to keep the dumper going forward, because if you don't, it could fall back into the water. So mission passed, $10,000. That is the final quarry mission, and you also get the asset, so now you own, more or less, the quarry. The property will now generate revenue up to a maximum of $2,000 daily. Make sure you collect it regularly. And you always have to read that. So I completed all the missions in 20 minutes and 6 seconds, which I don't think is my best, but hey, what did you complete it in, huh? So you can always go back and try them again to beat your best time. And the dumper truck and bulldozer will always reappear at the quarry. So that is it for all 7 of those missions. As you can see, the icon is still there. Once more, if you want to repeat it. So next we're going to start with the main missions after this video. And you should be at 86.63% towards 100% completion. That is it for this video, everyone. I love you all. Peace out. Talk to you all in the next one.